It's annoying, that's why I'm doing this. It's doing it for them, not for me. Yeah. They're drawing the story for me. Like everything's not positive and powerful and goes all the time. Yeah, that's what I need.
Is it Nicole? Yes. Please, would you mind just filling out this form? It's just a new patient form.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry, just a moment. Am I a new patient?
I think duty have asked you to fill it out. I'm not sure why. I just got a call and said.
I think we need to have a discussion first and then I'll
Yeah,
fill it out.
that's fine.
Thank
If you
you.
want to just keep hold of it for now.
Not a problem.
Iranian? Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Jonathan. Hi, Jonathan. Just in through here.
Hey, I just have a 10 o'clock with Connor. Christopher surgery, SUR, Christopher. Surgery, SUR.
like a 5-minute chat. Annabelle, yeah.
You going?
Just finding us a room to use.
ROWE.
Hi, how you going? I've got dinner booked with Michael, Delphina. Delphina? Delfina. Carpenter? Carpenter. Thank you.
Thanks, Thomas. Yeah, and then, yes, yeah, thanks, Thomas.
Good morning. Now I can see What is that? Yeah. I go with the whole. All, yeah. All. You all, yeah. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, good. How's it going? Good, how are you? Yeah, good, good. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, no worries. 7 o'clock, what's 7 o'clock? Yeah, perfect time, yeah. Did you need a drink of water? Yeah. I'll get you there, so the room and then that'll be it. You want a copy or a... Oh, good. Thank you.
Okay, I might just go there and like call later. Thank you though. That's okay.
I'm good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
How are you?
Yes.
Hi.
How are you? Hi.
I know we're three men.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference not to see? We can try and remove one of ourselves.
I think that would be good, or perhaps include one.
We are short of female staff members.
Yeah, well, I'm a female going into the room with three men. That's very inappropriate.
We can ask and see if.
Yeah, I'm happy to do this, but that's just really inappropriate.
Would you be able to wait a few minutes?
Well, it's officially late now. I've been working at the treatment.
Well, actually, I'm yeah, I'll go and arrange. If we can't find you, we'll go to.
Yeah, that's fine. Look, let's just do this because but I think you just should know that that's very inappropriate.
Do you feel comfortable?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind if a third person wants to come in, that's fine.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just leave him out. At any point, if you do wish to leave, or if you do.
Yeah, no, I just have to be somewhere at 11:30, so, or in the city at 11:30.
Are you okay if I take notes?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah,
And I've got my pad.
yeah,
Thank you for coming in.
that's okay.
Do you have an understanding of why we made the appointment?
So you made the appointment based on a referral from a police officer is what you first stipulated, and then an AFP police officer who I'm requesting under Freedom of Information the details of that report. There's been an accusation made that I have sent 12 emails to the Australian Federal Police, and which I have not. And yeah, 13 phone calls, a visit to my ex-husband's house, multiple text messages. I thought it best I come in.
Well, thank you for coming in.
That's okay.
So, you're saying you haven't sent those emails?
I haven't sent, no, absolutely not.
Look, I wish if I had known that, I would have printed out the copy of the email. I don't know if I can find email on my phone. Let me at least check the email address if I can find that.
Yes, the AFP email address would be great too.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I did ask, was it Simone that I was talking to forward those emails on to me? I haven't received
One
those.
of the clinicians would be Simone, yes.
Yeah, so I haven't received copies of those either.
Okay, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
That you had made a request for copies.
Yeah, so last Thursday I actually made a request for all documents. Let's have a look.
Are you saying you made a request to the FOI team rather than to Waratah duty? Because
Yeah, because I was informed under, that's the only way I can get
Yeah.
the information.
so that's a different team and that's a different fund of the service. Can I say, this is the email address that they have written down. I don't know if you recognize this email address. It's the initial of your first name, N, and then your surname, Kennedy, 01 at outlook.com. Does that email?
Yes, that's fine. That's fine.
So AFP have given that as the email address
Yeah,
from
so,
which they've received emails.
so you've just said that there were 12 emails sent. You have copies of them?
I haven't said that. I'm saying if I had known, I would have tried to print out copies to show you that these were the emails that they...
Oh, okay, right, yeah. So again, on the 4th of December, I have sent an email from my Proton email address, just due to concerns as advised to the AFP on multiple occasions with my phone and my tech. So I've asked for clinical notes, progress notes, emergency department notes, operational reports. Oh no, that's yours, sorry. This is mine. So copies of reports generated by your triage team, and the Waratah Clinic, full details of the referral made in connection to the reports, the name and the badge number and contact information of the officer, and the names and contact details of those mentioned or involved in the reports. Because I have not sent 12 emails to the Australian Federal Police. And in fact, if you look online, you can't actually email the Australian Federal Police. There's no email address.
Have you had any dealing with the AFP in the sense
Absolutely, absolutely. I have sent to the AFP some reports in relation to matters pertaining to financial fraud, which relates to the Commonwealth Bank. I have sent them a report in relation to this phone and questionable, let's say, voicemail services, which I have also reported to ACMA. So I believe that's who it's supposed to be, Australian Communications, and the Telecommunications Industry Ombudsman. Yeah.
Right. Just going back to the AFP point, I think maybe it's a mischaracterization that you've sent emails to them. Maybe it's that you've made reports to them.
Yes. And I think a what did you say? Characterization of what I've sent them about. And hence why I'm wanting details of, because I think your, was it Joe? I mean, you're Jay. So there was a Joe that called me and said that the AFP had informed you that I had sent 12 emails and that I'd reported government agencies, I think even all the way up to the Prime Minister, was her words.
Okay.
So hence why I'm requesting the full details of the triage report, because that is the biggest load of rubbish, and clearly I've upset someone somewhere, and honestly, I want to know who has sent that report and exactly what has been said, because they're false accusations.
I wish I could help you with that.
Well, you're under the freedom of information. I'm sure you'll have to do that.
As I said in the beginning, that's a different team. They deal with the freedom of information requests. I have nothing to do with that team.
That's for your mental health team, and I'm assuming you work under, although Waratah is a private organisation.
So, because we have received the information from AFP saying that you have communicated with AFP, we thought it was by email, but it sounds like it's more the online reporting system.
Yeah.
Because of those reports being made, they felt the reports were not based in reality, and they felt that a mental health team should be involved. That's why they sent those. I think what they've done is that they've sent those reports in email form to us, and that's how we have assumed that's an email communication.
Okay.
So hence everybody sent.
So you have received those reports, have you?
From the AFP.
Yep. Great. Excellent. Would you like me to evidence those reports to you?
What would you mean by that?
Well, you're saying based on the reports that I've sent to the AFP that they have raised concern of a mental health issue, yet the information in those reports can all be evidenced. Unfortunately, with the AFP's reporting facility, it's not like you can PDF a document and provide that to them. So I'm sorry, I'll contest any mental health issue and I'll provide you any evidence associated with those reports. And in fact, I'm sure that potentially the AFP and those concerned in those reports are a little bit upset because I've actually put that information on social media. So I'm not accepting that there's an assumption by an unqualified police officer that there is a mental health issue when there's been no response from the AFP and no request for further information.
I see. I see your point. The difficulty is that we're not in the business of conducting investigations.
And I'm not in the business of being accused of a mental health issue for real life situations. Now, we are all aware that in the current environment in Australia, in particular Victoria, that there is a lot of fraud and corruption going on, that there's a lot of people with greater mental health issues than myself. I mean, we just need to have a look at the machetes that are going around the state. And to waste my time and yours in relation to genuine matters. And I will tell you, I have evidence of everything that I've actually reported to the AFP. So again, it is also on social media. So I have no doubt that I've, for want of a better term, annoyed someone along the way that is potentially, I don't know, I wouldn't say connected to the, what did you say? That was, I've made, sorry, I'm just going to, let me recap. Is it Joe that stated that I have made allegations of government, I mean, it was almost like conspiracy, but it wasn't, issues with government as high as the Prime Minister, quote unquote.
Before I say anything, Nicole, your point seems to be that there's no mental health issue here.
Absolutely. And my other point is I'm pretty annoyed to be sitting here right now, Jay.
Yep.
And I'm certainly even more annoyed that your service, which should be a great service, it should be, has contacted me 13 times, has attended my ex-husband's house, has contacted my ex-husband multiple times, and here we are. Where are the emails that the AFP have sent you? Because if you've got them, I've made a request under the Freedom of Information. It shouldn't take 30 days to give me that information. So where is it?
I'll go back to the point that I said, because you think there's no mental health issue.
I know there's no mental health issue.
The purpose of this appointment is just to have a chat with you to make sure that there's no mental health issue.
Yeah, and are you going to say there is, Jay? Because
No, I'm not going to say
unfortunately, your service has really annoyed me, and you've made some claims unsubstantiated.
So the purpose of the appointment, as I'm saying, is to ask you a few questions, to have a discussion with you,
Yeah.
and then work out what to do next.
Mhm.
I understand it's very annoying for you, but you are here. Let's use our time the best we can. So I know you've been with the service in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I understand there were concerns even at that stage. People in the service were saying there's an issue about psychosis, there's an issue about not being in touch with reality. And you've had those discussions repeatedly with...
And who have you had those discussions with? Because I believe my mental health reports are confidential, but that's fine. Again, I'm in touch with reality. I'm not sure. You're making a claim that is unsubstantiated. You've said to me, you literally said to me that you have 12 emails and you have my email address, that the emails were emails when I've made reports to the AFP.
And I've accepted that.
Yep. So what reality am I not in?
So the content of those reports is what the AFP based their referral on.
Yep, and again, I can substantiate every single bit of that.
Do you want to take an example to make me understand why AFP are incorrect?
I'll give an example of... Perhaps we can look at... So, I've been doing some family research.
Is it okay if I stand?
Yeah, contacted them about why births, deaths and marriages, for example. So I'm at PROV, Public Records of Victoria. Births, deaths and marriages. I put my name into their system. My name's not there. My family's name's not there. There's one example.
So what is it actually?
You know when you... I'll show you. So when you go into family history, now my family immigrated to Australia 200 years ago, and no, they weren't convicts. So I put into births, deaths and marriages, looking at my family history, put in my name, and nothing found. Same thing with my parents. So I advised AFP of that.
Why AFP instead of birth, death?
So I emailed them, and it was the case of I've been at PROV on PROV's computers and
What's
Public Records of Victoria. So just to preface all of this too, for the last couple of years, I've been writing an autobiography. So I've done a lot of research at Public Records of Victoria, quite substantial research actually, and hence why I'm just blatantly going to say I've clearly pissed someone off. So the other thing I'll show you is so it's not AFP that you, so when you go into, say, the AFP reporting, and you report a tech issue, or it redirects to the Australian Signals Directorate. So I'm pretty sure that it would be not the Australian Federal Police that have contacted you. I would suggest it would be the Australian Signals Directorate. So this is, have you got an Optus phone or a Telstra phone? Voicemail?
Telstra.
Yeah, so voicemail service. Voicemail access, you ring 321, you get your voicemail. Alternatively now, on my phone, I'm getting this sort of thing. And when...
What's the thing?
it's like it comes up.
The message after the tone.
So instead of calling my voicemail, I literally get this. So I'm hearing my own voicemail.
Call is not available.
Saying,
please leave a message after the tone.
What are we hearing?
So this is my voicemail. So instead of when you receive a voicemail message, you'll get a
The
text
person you
message
called is
saying,
not available.
sorry, I'll
Please
just
leave a message after the tone.
save this.
Call is not available. Please leave.
So when you get a voicemail message, you ring 321 and you call back. You call back 321 and it'll say, you missed a call at 3:30 p.m. from Waratah Clinic, right? Instead of getting that, I've been getting these on my phone.
A message after the tone.
So I've received multiple. But if you listen, at the start of the call, it's actually I'm listening to someone
The person
answering.
you called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi, good morning.
The person you have called is
I'm
not
sorry,
available.
I'm not well
Please
versed
leave a
with
message after the tone.
voicemails and so on. What exactly
So
is
if I
going on?
ring my voicemail now,
Yeah.
right, 321. Right.
You have 1 new voicemail and 12 saved messages.
Those 12 messages are you guys, by the way. This is what I've been receiving instead, as I just played for you. These have come off. These are on my phone.
Is that your phone?
This is my phone. This is me
Call is not available.
videoing my
Please leave a message
phone.
after the tone.
So these are the things that I'm reporting to the AFP, or to, it's not AFP, it's the Australian Signals Directorate.
What's the report about? As in, when you make the report, in this case, what are you saying?
The person you have called
What's
is
the
not
issue that
available.
you're
Please leave a
identifying?
message after the tone.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I just wrote the report.
Hi, good morning.
And so that is not,
The person you have called is not
how do you
available.
say it, not
Please leave
reality.
a message after the tone.
Yes, I'm having a little hard time understanding why you would make the report to AFP, because it seems a little confusing.
Because when you are reporting, say, a tech issue, report, so for example, if I said report scam,
So do you think this is a scam or a tech issue or what?
well, I don't know what it is, so hence why I've reported it. I've reported it to the Telecommunications Industry Ombudsman. I reported it to ACMA. So ACMA came back and it said, not our area. TIO don't know what to do about it. So I've reported it to...
How about the IT service of Optus?
Oh my God, I've tried reporting it to Optus like 100 times. Optus don't even get back to me about it. So, the other thing, you want me to, I'm just going to show you what else. So, I got, for no reason at all, I actually, I checked my credit record. Now, I'll just let you know, in the last 3 years, I have recovered over $120,000 of superannuation, which was found in an unknown superannuation account at the Commonwealth Bank. I have recovered over $8,000.
By unknown, I mean, was your account, but you didn't know about it?
Yeah, so I have 4 superannuation accounts. One of those sat with a financial advisor by the name of Ray Foreman. I went to America, probably 4 years ago now. Yeah, so I went to, what are we in now? So 2025, went to London, 2020, no, it wasn't 4 years ago. So 2023, I think we went to the US. I took my son to Disneyland. Literally arrived in America and had like $5,000 taken out of my bank account. Long story short, I have recovered over $8,000 in fraudulent transactions on my Commonwealth Bank account. During that time, liaising with a woman by the name of Isabella Samore. All of a sudden, it popped up that there was $121,000 in a Commonwealth Bank superannuation account. Now, I've never held superannuation with the Commonwealth Bank. My superannuation, that portion of it, was managed by Gray Foreman Financial Services. So that too, I have reported to the Federal Police. The other instance is that a few months ago, because I've been looking at property, I decided to do a a credit check. And there
When
is...
you say looking at property as in buying?
Yeah. I did a credit check, and there was I don't know what you call it, a black mark against my name by a company called C Financial Services for a credit card that wasn't mine. And again, that's been reported to. So these are different, what would you call them? Different instances where when you report fraud, or even to the point, I don't even know what that report would have been under when I was reporting the phone.
Do you keep like a log or a record of the reports you make?
Well, I guess I keep diary notes.
Are they like sorted according to?
No, I don't really. It's one of those things. Like if it happens. So, for example, the phone issue, I contacted Optus. Optus didn't respond. So I would have emails of, emailing Optus. Contacted Optus, didn't get a response from them. Called Optus, they do the usual, I'll get back to you. Have a case number, all that sort of stuff, or communication through, the chat service of your app. I don't really. I don't, because it's all just, basically I will send the report, but I'm trying to actually.
Can I ask you, clearly, these are important issues for you.
Yeah.
And you would like to see them resolved.
Yeah.
Well,
they have been resolved.
Okay, that's good.
Recovering $130,000 of your money is great.
So, why would you not keep like records or, like organized sort of maybe some kind of filing system or some kind of record?
Because we have digital filing systems. What do you think? Like, I would screenshot report numbers. I don't know, like it's a digital filing system.
Feels a bit, if you try to go back, for reference, it feels like it might be a bit of a trouble.
No, absolutely not. Again, like we live in the age of technology, so there would be, I don't know, I have a huge storage capacity on my Google. So, yeah, there you go. I guess I've got downloads, images, etc. So it's Google.
Can I ask you, you mentioned, part of why this is of interest to you is that you're writing an autobiography.
Why?
No,
Oh, sorry.
I said part of why this is of interest to you is that you are writing an autobiography. Is that you mentioned?
Yeah. So I have a very interesting family history. I have a very political family history as well, which is very interesting when your triage team accused me of writing something about Anthony Albanese.
I'm not aware of your political history. Can I ask you what?
Well, I've worked for lots of parts of government. So I've worked for the Australian Defence Force, where I had the highest security clearance. I have worked for...
Are you able to say?
I'm a project manager in construction.
And that was your role with ADF?
Yeah. And no, I cannot discuss those things, and you're more than happy to.
Can I ask when it was? My understanding was you're not working at the moment.
No, I work for myself. So...
How long ago was the ADF?
Oh, let me think. Maybe... 10 to 15 years ago.
Were you there long?
For a couple of years.
I mean, I guess ADF is ADF,
So,
obviously, but what's the political sort of...
Well, so I've worked for the Australian Defence Force. I've worked for the Department of Education. I suppose when I say political, I don't mean legitimately in politics itself, but I think my family have all rather political opinions, and some are left and some are right. I don't mean that term in the literal sense of being a political leader or those sorts of things. I won't. What would you like to know?
Oh no, I was going by the autobiography and you said you have an interesting story to tell us.
Yeah, so look, I suppose I grew up in inner Melbourne, and there is a long history of my family. I grew up in a hotel Yes, I grew up in the Three Crowns Hotel from 1979 to, let's say, 1994. How come?
In a hotel?
Because my parents were publicans.
Right.
Yes. So my parents owned the hotel. So interesting characters at that time. And unfortunately, during that time, my mother was made bankrupt after my father passed away. So there's a lot of information that is missing for that time. And coincidentally, through similar channels such as the Commonwealth Bank, all of a sudden I'm finding lots of financials missing as well. So that's been of interest, which I've looked into at Prov. I suppose family history is just a very interesting topic, and I guess you can go down the rabbit hole as you could with the internet, I suppose. But
are you still in contact with family members?
Yes, yeah.
Who are you most in contact?
Probably my cousins.
Are they not?
Yeah.
Where do you live at the moment?
Hillary.
By yourself? I know you have a son. Yeah.
With my son and my ex-husband.
How's your son doing?
He's great. He's really good.
Very happy to hear. I think, if I remember correctly from the file, his name is Bob.
Yeah.
Is ex-husband Bo's father?
Yes.
Is that not?
Yes. Yes.
How are things at home?
Yeah, good. Everything's fine.
I'm sorry, I'm from a mental health team. I'm not a political person.
No, that's fine. I
very
can
basic sort of questions.
I know you potentially have concerns about, I don't know, the fact that I've written reports, but the fact that I've actually have legitimate reports and that they've not been addressed. The fact that some of that information is probably not political, using political as a general word. The fact that I've reported some of that information to Victoria Police and there has been no response, and as such I've made a complaint about that, it interests me that I would like to know who from the Federal Police have actually made this accusation, and also I'd like to know how they have, I don't know, perceived it as anything other than legitimate when the evidence is there.
I'll leave that to ADF. housekeeping.
Yeah, well, this is the annoying thing, because the AFP haven't responded to that. And look, again, you know, say, for example, as I said to you, this credit issue, I literally have a email from the Melbourne Magistrate Court that says the history of the... So basically, Triple C Financial contacted me and said, you have... you owe $9,000 on a credit card. Now, I haven't had a credit card for 20 years, right? I have not needed one. I know this sounds a bit weird. I haven't needed a credit card since I got married, right? And I certainly, any credit that I had was paid off 20 years ago. So I look at this financial, you know, when you do your credit check. And here's this thing, Triple C Financial, and it says that I have a Maya card. Now, the only Maya card I ever had was when I was about 21, and it was my mother's Maya card. My mother gave me a Maya card because I'd moved out of home, so I can buy stuff. And anyway, I've gone into Melbourne Magistrate Court and said, what's this all about?
And then they called you for a hearing?
No, well, apparently they did.
Okay.
And I never received any of the information.
When did you go into Magistrates Court?
I went into Melbourne Magistrates Court. Oh, this is probably, hold on, I'll give you an idea. I can tell you because they sent me an email. So, no, I don't keep actual records, but let me... And why I don't write this down or whatnot is it's not necessary when you correspond. And I suppose even to the point... So on the 15th of October, so this would have been October.
This year?
This year, yeah. So around October, I went into Melbourne Magistrates Court because they have a chat facility. It's impossible to get a response from them. I tried calling them. I kept getting a voicemail. I was in the city anyway. And I literally just went in and said, hey, look, this is on record. What is all this about? They said to me, we don't have anything on file. It's in the old system. And I said, well, you're a court. You should literally have court records. Can you call up the file? And I can't even remember what she said. And I said, all right, look, I'll write to you guys about it. So I wrote to them, and I literally, from the Melbourne Magistrates Court, unfortunately, that was not the case of civil matters. Look, it basically said that the records are being destroyed for a matter that was in 2022.
Is that a different matter?
No.
The same?
It's the same matter. So, and this is an email on my Gmail account.
Does that mean you have to go back to court?
Well, it means, yeah. And I've literally, again, I've contacted this Triple C Financial who have provided me nothing, and they've said that they had provided me, they sent something to me. I don't know, look, basically the whole thing seems fraudulent. And again, never had a Maya card. Not me personally, anyway. My mother gave me, as I said, gave me a Maya card.
Sorry, Nicole, I'm struggling to keep up a little bit. Were there court proceedings between you and AAA Financial?
Triple C Financial, yeah, apparently.
So this was in 2022?
Sorry, I don't know when the matter was. This actually says, sorry, it probably was before 2022. From October 2022, all new civil matters and files are electronically scanned onto a new electronic computerized register called CMS, the matter was finalised on the 7th of April 2021. So, ironically, they don't have a physical file. So the court does not hold some paper-based files in storage, but other records would have been destroyed pursuant to the records management policy regarding court files.
But you're not sure what happened in this case in 2021?
No.
Okay.
And I haven't received any information about it. And then I go to court to
How
get
many email addresses do you have?
3.
I wonder if, have you always had 3? Or?
No, the Proton email address has only been a new one.
I wonder if, having multiple points of contact, as in different email addresses, different residential addresses, maybe.
Well, I've had the same residential address for many years. And as for my Gmail account, I've had my Gmail account for quite some time. So I've had my Outlook account that you have for 20 years. So I don't think that that's an issue.
Look, can I bring it back to, again, we're simple people, we just concern ourselves or try to concern ourselves with mental health only.
Yeah.
You sort of mentioned, I think there was some sort of underlying implied concern about me being aware of the previous history of contact.
No, I have no concern with that.
But I should just clarify, the reason why we know about it is that it's the same clinic, it's the same record-keeping database, same sort of mechanism, so we have access to whatever has happened in the clinic or with the clinic in the past.
Yeah.
So that's how I know. And having read that bit of the file, I also know when you were last discharged from Waratah.
Yes.
It was 2022.
Was it? Yeah.
You had sort of contact intermittently, maybe even like infrequently, up until December 2023. I think you spoke with Dr. Arthur Kikinis at some point.
Yes.
Yeah, but the formal discharge happened in 2022, and at that stage, they had recommended you take medication.
Mm-hmm.
Are you taking medication?
Absolutely not.
Okay, that's fine. Just want to make sure what the update is.
Yeah.
No.
From that experience, just let me tell you, I've never lived a healthier life. But anyway.
Can I ask you that's of interest to us? We would
Yeah.
like to know.
So I've never really taken drugs. I used to occasionally drink alcohol. Don't drink alcohol anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe when it's a special occasion, I'll have one glass. And yeah, change my fitness regime. I don't know if you have seen me back then. I was menopause is an amazing thing, not. So yeah, just healthier lifestyle and so I don't think
If we had seen you back then, what difference would we notice today?
I think I was stressed back then. I went through a really traumatic time living next to some really terrible people.
Same address? Or?
No. I was living in Sunbury at the time. That was a pretty terrible time of life. And definitely, it was also during COVID, where I think everybody has suffered from the system of COVID. Since then, life's a lot different. So, taken up Taekwondo. My son is now an Australian national Taekwondo champion. I don't know, I exercise a lot more regularly. I have a much better relationship with my ex-husband. Highly active in, my son's schooling. In respect to, I'm the vice president of the school council, vice president of the professional Taekwondo committee. Working, writing, having a very different life rather than the corporate life or being a mum.
I mean, you're still obviously a mum, you're obviously a mum.
Yeah, first and foremost.
Yeah. Is that your school's, your son's school?
Yeah.
vice president. How's that going?
Yeah, that's cool. It's really good, actually. It's nice to be, I guess, involved in his community, and especially because Bo has achondroplasia, he has that difference. It's good to advocate for those that are a little bit different, so that's
What
good.
school is it?
Ascot Vale West Primary.
Is it like, are they known for being accommodating, or is
Yeah, look, we have this awesome new principal. So we, so before Bo joined the school, it was it under construction? It might have been, not sure. They just had a very antiquated senior team, to say it nicely.
with the management, the council, or?
No, the principal. Yeah. And vice principal. I shouldn't say that too loud, but yeah, no. And so,
What happened to them?
I'm not sure. They
Are they not there?
retired, and we got this fantastic new, I guess, leadership team. So,
How long has the current principal been there?
I think she's been there now, 2 years.
And you have a good relationship? with them?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Again, I am, although a mental health clinician, I only think about mental health stuff. I'm
Yeah.
not, I don't know much about other things. Do you have a GP? Is there somebody, a health professional who sort of...
Yeah, so I do see Dr. Kearns when needed, but I suppose there is a female
Is that
clinician.
Sharon?
Yeah, there's a female clinician there who I've seen over midlife stuff, such as menopause and those sorts of things. But I don't go to the doctors regularly. I don't.
When was the last time you spoke to any doctor?
Probably 6 months ago.
Do you remember why you attended the appointment?
So actually it wouldn't have even, it might have been 6 months ago. I've been having an issue with my hip. So, just getting a referral to physio, osteo, but instead I do reformer Pilates, just 2 doors down.
You're in the vicinity of the clinic.
Yes,
Is that the
interestingly.
appointment today?
No.
Is that something else?
Pardon?
Is the appointment something else today?
Yes. It's a personal appointment in the city.
Okay. With the last discharge, 2022, that I referenced earlier,
Yeah.
they had, well, at least the notes say that the staff here had very strongly suggested engage regularly with a psychologist. Is that something you did?
I can't really recall. I think that we actually left it that if I needed to...
Let me rephrase it.
Yeah.
Do you see a psychologist?
No, I don't.
Do you see a counsellor?
No.
Anybody else?
No.
So occasionally when you need, you go to a GP, but is there any other health professional involved?
No, I don't feel that there's a need to be. I've never been one that that has dealt a lot with health professionals. I've never, not the sort of person that gets sick, or I think historically, if there has been a need, I have liaised with a psychologist. I think when I was going through my marriage breakdown, I saw a psychologist, potentially saw one in my early 20s, but only if there's a need. And I don't think that there is a need. Is it Jay?
Jay, yeah, Jay. Look, it's... You have concerns about AFP and the things that are happening to you?
No, I don't have concerns.
The fraudulent, the...
Well, no, I don't have concerns because I'm again, resolving them. I have a concern about the fact that my phone intermittently has issues. And I do have a concern about this CCC financial situation because the fact that I've received an email from the Magistrates Court saying that the documents are now destroyed seems rather interesting. Otherwise, no.
Is there an upcoming court hearing?
No. Apparently, I need to now. I need to go to court and reject the claim. So.
By reject, do you mean defend the claim?
Yeah, defend the claim. I think I have to.
Dispute it?
Yeah,
Contest it?
something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a lawyer?
No, I don't need a lawyer. I don't. I mean, it's not my. As far as I'm concerned, Triple C Financial have not provided evidence of.
Look, that's private stuff. I think
Yeah,
you need to
yeah,
disclose that to me.
yeah.
But generally, we just tell people,
Yeah.
for your own peace of mind. If you don't feel comfortable, you don't. But generally, get legal representation. We'll leave that point there. With the things that, like, I'll be upfront with you. What you are telling us today doesn't remove the concerns that AFP raised from a mental health perspective.
Yeah.
If you just let me speak, I know it's not what you believe or you want.
That's okay.
But just let me, please. Thank you. The things that you are saying sound, perhaps there might be concern about psychosis. And that's not to do with necessarily somebody hallucinating or seeing things that are not there or hearing things that are not there, or tactile hallucinations, like feeling things on the skin, for example, that are not there. It's more to do with a certain belief system. And those were the concerns that the team had raised in previous episodes of CARES, as it is now. So when you were last with the clinic, those were the concerns that they raised, essentially. There was a whole rich, complicated sort of belief system that wasn't necessarily based in reality. What I'm saying now is that, having spoken to you, it's very hard to say either way where things are going. I would personally lean towards maybe there is something truthful about what the previous characterization was, but I understand you would disagree with it, and I respect your point of view. I would, as a mental health professional, recommend to you that you should continue taking medication. But I understand your point about you feeling healthiest that you've been since having stopped the medication. I understand. Given those concerns, would you want to attend another appointment at this clinic to have a more in-depth discussion about the mental health specific concerns? We'll take the information that you have given us today, and we will have a discussion with the team. We'll get one of our expert doctors to speak with you and have a look at the whole thing, and then speak with you. Would you be agreeable to another appointment?
I think in light of the fact that you guys have forced me into this appointment, I have no doubt that you'll force me into the next one. So I have to be agreeable because...
Nicole, I'll be, again, upfront with you. I don't want to lie. I don't want to hide things from you. You are a voluntary consumer. You're welcome to walk out anytime.
I'm not voluntary. Sorry, I am. Sorry, I do... I stand corrected. I am voluntarily here after harassment by your service. 13 phone calls.
If you were to tell me now.
13 phone calls, multiple text messages, and attending my ex-husband's home, that's harassment. However, if I decline your service, which is exactly the words that one of your service officers or triage, is that what you call them, said that I declined your service and hence you further harassed by coming to my ex-husband's house. If I decline coming back here, is that the same protocols that you guys take?
If you say that you don't want to attend the second appointment and I'm offering you, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
usual process for us to go back to the team, have a team-based discussion. So
Yeah.
it's not any one person's decision what happens next. So when the team sits together and has a discussion about all the information before the team at that point in time,
Yeah.
they will then decide, is there enough justification to repeatedly, as you say, harass you?
Yep.
Or, you know, we say we're offering an appointment, an opportunity to engage with the service.
Yeah.
And depending on the outcome of that discussion, it will be either that we'll get back in touch with you or we'll just leave it.
Yeah. So I guess the discussion that I already had was that I would assume that this was the decision whether I maintain engagement with your service, which I'm really, time-wise, not interested in doing. So perhaps you can have that conversation between you guys and you can get back to me.
If I were to, as I say, our recommendation is very strongly
Yeah.
attend that other appointment as well, the second
Okay.
or subsequent appointment.
Yeah.
If you don't, well, they'll discuss and have a look at the
All right.
information.
Well, let's make the second subsequent appointment because I'm assuming that you will contact me anyway. But yeah,
For our
again,
sake, can I just clarify now, you've received enough messages from us, enough calls from us. Which is your preferred number? Mobile number.
the same number you have rang me 13 times on.
And sometimes the team does have concerns about people's welfare if they can't get in touch with them. Which address would you like to have there?
124 Milliara Road, which you attended, which I'm sure you're already aware.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
I wasn't the one who attended, but my colleagues
Yeah.
did. I'm aware of it.
And you have my ex-husband's phone number that you also have been harassing as well. So, yeah.
Sorry, Nicole.
No,
Not our intention.
yeah, not a very favourable service.
I apologize.
That's
Would
okay.
you agree if we were to call you with the appointment date and time? Will you come?
Do I have a choice?
You have a choice.
I don't have a choice because you literally have triaged me here, or whatever your service does. 13 phone calls, 3 messages, attending my ex-husband's house, which is not my address, and contacted him. So I will tell you now, I've actually lodged a complaint with the mental health,
Has that been commissioned?
yes,
That's fine.
regarding this matter, because that is just,
It's within your rights to do
Yeah.
that. You're also welcome to reach out to the office of the chief psychiatrist.
yeah, which I have also done, but apparently they don't take referrals anymore.
But you can also reach out to the Victorian Ombudsman. It's perfectly
Yeah,
within your
yeah.
rights to
Yeah,
reach out to them.
and I
You
will.
can make complaints to the Royal Melbourne Hospital as well, which is the
Okay.
direct. Yeah.
What I would ask is that after, I'm happy to attend again, give me 30 days and let me get the Freedom of Information document.
It's less than 30 days, especially as Christmas. period.
Well, that's right, it is Christmas and I'm not going to have my Christmas ruined by your service.
We have no intention of doing it.
Okay.
If you agree to attend the appointment, we have to give you a call.
Yep, do that. Give me a call. I'll attend your
Do you
appointment.
have a preferred time of day that you prefer receiving calls from us?
You can call me anytime. If I don't answer, I'll call you back.
That's fine. With that, it won't be 30 days.
No, that's fine. Give me a call. Let me know when that appointment is. Again, you obviously have the information from the Australian Federal Police. So I have put in a request to the Royal Melbourne Hospital. Is it Mental Health Freedom of Information?
I'm not
Yeah.
an expert on it. I'm really sorry.
Well, I'm sure they'll have your notes as well.
They will,
So,
they will.
yeah.
Yeah, Josh?
Sorry, can I just ask, now that I think we've maybe established that the 12 emails was a confusion because we got emails and it was actually just them collecting the reports you made. Does that change the way you think about it at all?
No.
No? Okay, you just, okay, yeah, I just wanted to check that.
Nicole, in this case, we'll let you go. I know
Yeah.
it's getting past 11 and you have to go.
Yep.
I understand that, but please do come back to the second appointment.
Yeah, give me a call and you can finalise those notes and get them through to us. That would be great.
The FY team, because not
Yeah,
us.
sent it through to them.
Not
too.
us.
Yeah.
They have access to these notes. They collect it themselves and they deal with them themselves. We're not involved at all.
Okay.
This is not, I'm not misleading you. This is the truth. Very different teams. Very different, separately from each other.
Yeah, I understand that they're different organisations, but you had this information, so they had that information.
They will have it.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay, great.
Nicole, thank you.
Thank you.
And very sorry, I'll make sure that you thank you yourself.
Yes, that would be great.
Thank you.